Wrapped in a migraine, make me wanna cut a main vein. Artery, stop. I gotta maintain, even if my brain fried like bodega plantains. Frying fresh batches, re-up stashes, socks mix matching, tag, hashing.
Hip hop was good. Thank you for tuning in. You are here with the DagogetaTv, and this is an episode of Listen Up. I'm your guy, Deme D, Mr. Everywhere You Never There, and this is again Listen Up album, listening and promo show. I'm here with the guy Wade Wilson, man. What's good, my G?
What's going on, yo?
You already know. So we're here with the release of Chop House. So you know we're gonna do what we do and get into the music. But first, you know, talk to the people, man. Just let them know where you from real quick and how we got to the title of Chop House for your album.
Well, I'm out of Bushwick, you know, originally from Jersey. It's all good,
in the building.
You know what I mean? Jersey. And Chop House just came about like chopping up all the samples and like and you know how when we talk, we say chopping it up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
dope.
I'm talking to y'all.
I definitely, and they're gonna get that in the music because you're definitely speaking to the people. But as far as you as a rapper, I mean, this project is what order is the project in? Like, do you have a couple other projects they could get into, or this is like your main joint?
This is the main joint right now. I had something a few months back and I got some stuff upcoming, but this is the meat what I'm focusing on right now. I'm setting you up for the next stuff though too.
Okay, this was a good listen to Chop House. Definitely creative. On the production side, you have multiple producers, or is it one person?
Nah, this one was all handled by the kid Kiza out of Serbia, crazy enough.
Okay.
Yeah, he's worked with a couple other cats here in the U.S., but like he was like, I want to sit down with you and do. Well, it developed into a whole project.
Okay. Sometimes that's the best time though. That the energy was flowing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It only took like 2 months to do the whole project.
Okay.
Because it just kept going. It's like he sent me a couple beats, and then it was like, I like these. Then he was like, wait, I got more, and then it just kept growing. You know what I mean?
Okay. And I kind of caught that vibe. That's why I asked. The production is definitely very creative. And I kind of felt the vibe that it was from one person, even though it doesn't all sound the same at all. So shout out, what's his name again?
Kiza.
Shout out to him, you know what I mean? You said straight out of Serbia, you see hip hop is all over the place, B. So with that being said, we're gonna get into your lead song, Be There. How did you come about with this being the lead song?
It was basically asking Kiza and my man DJ Ben worked with me on the cuts, and we like the concept, the fade outs and everything I came up with, and he kind of helped me finish that out the way it's supposed to be done. And basically when I tossed it back to those guys, they was like, yeah, you know, start with this one.
Okay. Oh, so it was a collective thing and you bounced it around.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. So you gotta tap in with your team sometimes, B, that's what it is. So we're gonna tune in here with the lead song from Chop House, my guy Wade Wilson, Be There.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been losing sleep. Lately, I've been losing sleep.
It's an omen, thoughts beholden, linguistic, equivalent of Beethoven. PTSD from being harshly scolded, molded. My psyche left my pain swollen. Early hours golden, moments stolen. They repackaged and sold it, grudges still holding. Until we float, butterfly Ali. Be like water, Bruce Lee. Effortlessly, but we still live free. I die hard, credit won't get you another birthday card. Count your blessings and your scars. Growth, stretch marks, reinforce, rebar. Getting rid of weight can tip the seesaw, or you can step off, stop playing, dun 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 dun. So what they saying, ain't no stopping when I'm demon slaying, when I'm demonstrating. The game has its moments, so highlights look amazing. You only miss it if you're concentrating on maintaining. It's draining my feeling. You never learn when you kiss the pollution and it's raining. Wait, gang, hey.
Lately, I've been losing sleep. Lately, I've been losing sleep.
This playbook may never have silver linings, but in time of my dying, I hope you look up stars in alignment and say, shine on you crazy diamond. I put the time in, no longer in confinement.
All right, that was Be There. This is the DagogetaTv. This is Listen Up, album promo and listening show. We here with Wade Wilson, man, representing BK, Jersey all day. So the artwork too, I want to speak on that too for Chop House. That's the name of the album. Did you come up with that, or that was something that you let the person who designed it come up with?
I came up with the concept. It's like, I don't know why that stuck on my head, but I was just like, it's gotta be like something cutting into the records, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I was in that mood, like, I don't know, it's just like, I like a lot of different type of hip hop. Like, I love everything from trap to underground, whatever else, but I was like, I want to make like a hip hop statement a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give you that feel.
Yeah, I got
like,
that feel.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I wanted to do. Like, you know, I mean, I've done other kinds of like hip hop too, but it's just like I wanted to give you that feel, like that raw chop.
With that, what I want to say, so the next one, I think that kind of demonstrates what you're saying with Lex Luger. So I want to know, what was your first thoughts when you heard that? Because that beat is definitely interesting, definitely different.
All right, so that's actually Kiz's kid making that baby noise. That's not a sample. That's actually his kid. He recorded and put in there. And like, what I just came with was just like, and I just wanted to think of like just the rawest back-to-back bars I could think of on this one.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and everything was just like, and even the name Lex Luger is when I say it in there, it's just like I felt like, like.
Okay, that's how you got the title. Yeah. Nah, that's dope though. So we're gonna tune in that. Shout out to again one more time. It's Kizzy, right?
Kizza
on the beat.
K-I-Z-A-G.
Kizza on the beat, man. Listen, tune in. You already noticed the Go Get It TV.
Yeah, we back. The truest in maneuvers. I'm Lex Luger, rack back breaker. I'm the final straw by nature. The merciful burst Homo sapien invasion. Newest creations, all sensations, satisfying hunger cravings. I can tell who's faking, forsaken. Money trees, leaves falling, and I'm raking. Kids a cake baking. My rising occupation, God, I'm hating. Phone call to the bacon, actions brazen, underhanded, craving. Birds I view from the raven. Took patience, deserves compensation. Let me get specific. There's more than just being prolific. Linguistics or running digits. This here test your litmus. Mental, physical, and emotional fitness. Witness the strenuous, tenuous, hands-on experience. The Project C experiment.
Cheer. That was Lex Luger right there. And listen, man, for that one, y'all gotta really tap in. There's a lot of lines in there. You really was dropping a lot of lines. Listen, man, I was feeling that one right there. So the next one, you mentioned that, now that you explained some of it, I see how it ties in the artwork, because you mentioned the name Chop House is you chopping up the samples, the artwork is chopping through the records. You said you listen to a lot of different hip hop, but you know you're bringing that hip hop on this sound. So this next one I think really brings that out with Latin.
Oh yeah.
So was this one right here? You went into it with I can't even describe it because it definitely has that sound.
All right, so I'm gonna keep 100 with you. The first version of this was a freestyle. I was bullshitting. Okay. Like I wasn't even planning on really making that a song. And then like my homie was like over the curb and was like, "Yo, what is that?" And I was like, "Oh, I was just freestyling. I mean, I recorded it." He was like, "Yo, that better be a song, fam." And I was like, all right. So I went back and tightened it up a little bit and actually wrote down what I was saying to get it tighter, and it just ended up, but I still just like kept it to because I felt like it just needed that in and out. You know, it's not a long song. It was just, you know, get in there, throw some bars at them, and have a little, lighten it up a little bit. I felt like I came hard and heavy for a lot of this, so I was like, let me lighten shit up a little bit with this one.
That was a good balance, and you put it right, kind of in the, not in the middle, but kind of in the middle of the album. So I think that was a good place to place it. So we're gonna get into that, man. Latin right there. You already know. This is Wade Wilson. Chop House on deck. Tune in.
Hey, yo. Let's see if we can do this. Welcome to the Chop House International. Cook over stove, kettle hot, cook, no recipe mode. tap out the words Morse code. Nowhere considered home. Mental state humble or bold. Self-realization developed from years of hesitation. Self-doubt situation. Trauma, manipulation. Even today I'm understated. Misunderstand my own situation. Changing audience and cadence. Byproduct of Fresh Prince, Jaden. I guess America was raised in. Could get any strength caved in. No apologies, no copying business models. Music more like a brothel. It's craft beer and bottle. Watch your empire topple. I'm on the news like Ted Koppel. Dropped in the grammar more accomplished and tales to astonish. AAV Bonics. While clickbait is the snake oil tonic. It's anything all at once. Love, kiss, anger to a punch. Sound peak and crunch. Wild bunch. I'm out to lunch. Had a gut. Rum home to blunts. I hit nitwits transfixed. I'm with the shits.
Alright, so we here, man. We back. That was Latin right there. Again, a dope song from the album Chop House. This is the Go Getter TV where hip hop lives. I'm your host, Deme D, Mr. Everywhere. You never there. We in Umbrella Studios, man. You hear the buzzer. There's always some action going on in here, man. So listen, like I said, I'll shout out to you again. You reached out to me on Twitter, so I know you've seen just the dedication to the hip hop, and I'm glad that you wanted to be a part of it. And thank you for tuning in. For me, getting a chance to tune in with you, because I wasn't really aware of the music as far as before. So I'm glad to have it. Chop House. So the next one though, like you mentioned, some of your stuff is heavy. I don't think this is heavy, but I think you touched on a lot of topics on there, and you know, shit that a lot of people can relate to on a Lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the thought process in touching some of these topics on there?
I mean, you know.
And you still made it dope too. Not to cut you. You still made it dope in a fun song. Not fun song, but like a enjoyable song too. It's not like a downer or anything.
I mean, not that I'm stepping on nobody's toes, but like I hate preachy ass songs. Like I love sometimes when something means something, but then I'm like, you know, alright man, you know, my pops, rest in peace. I heard that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, too preachy, whatever. But like, I like to tell what's going on. And I also don't want to drag that out. Like, you know, I don't want every song to be like, yo, my niggas in my head. Like, every shit like that. Right. So I try to give it some balance, you know what I'm saying? To do a little of this, tell you what's going on, but like, you know, not bogged down with it. You know what I mean?
And I think you accomplished that, like I said, especially with this song, that, you know, you still had something on. Because like you said, some people try to make it as deep, but it's not really deep. It's life. It's shit that we talk about. It's everyday shit. So I guess it's a good title then, Lifetime. We're going to get into that. The Chop House. We here with the guy Wade Wilson. This is the Go Getter TV.
Yeah, the Chop House. It's hitting different. It's hitting different.
A lifetime can always end forever. Yes, it does. A lifetime always ends forever. Yes, it does.
I'm from blocks where arch rivals exchange shots, to the exchange where the rich gamble stocks, money in and out nickel slots. I've been a time bomb on a TikTok. We all had drug dealer dreams, while our own families had fiends. Complexities compartmentalized separately. Deal with these contradictions, friction. Living Pulp Fiction, graphic novel and poetic diction. Yeah, it's hitting different. Near misses, close calls, Lord. Hard heads don't listen. I'm Tyson, Brooklyn rooftop with the pigeons. Heavyweight training, let's get it. Smooth gang, Rick Barry. Leave enigma riddles, Jim Carrey. Hustle in my veins, hereditary. Salt and pepper, very necessary.
Yes, it does. Listen, man, that had a great vibe right there. Great song. Shout out to you. Like you said, being able to do something versatile and still have it upbeat, listenable, and still dropping some gems. So this is Listen Up, again, the Go Getter TV. I'm your guy, Deme D. This is where hip hop lives, man, and we're closing it out with the last song. I guess this it's kind of, I don't want to say heavy, man, because heavy just gives it like a stigma, man. So I just like to say topic driven. Your next joint, walking. I like how you put this together as well. But before we get into walking, man, I really want to shout out Kizza, man. This is a very, I know y'all can hear it, very versatile production. And very versatile topics, just meshing in perfectly. So, but let's get into walking right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit deeper. Touched on things like mental illness and other things like that, you know, that we don't talk about. And
it's coming out more a lot now. People are speaking on it now.
And I sampled a lady actually talking about that. Just, you know, because this woman's like a college professor. She's talking about at one point she was on the street talking crazy to people. Like, that's crazy how getting your shit together, medication, whatever, doing your thing can, you know, that shit is like crazy. So I wanted to communicate that.
No doubt, there's a lot of people that can relate to that. So we're gonna get into that. Walking. This is Listen Up, the Chop House.
When does normal become abnormal? When does commitment become an obsession? And when I was diagnosed with schizophrenia,
Fucking Chop House,
but
nigga.
that was not the end.
My only dream now is to spread the word around, burn stages everywhere down. New meaning to paper town, still outside to the end crowd. Skip the chitter chatter background. Money started talking loud, calling me out. When, where, why, and how. I am barely breathing, silent screaming. Reasons, changes happen in seasons. ADHD, trying to hear myself speaking. Sleepless, nightmare demons, weaving, reality steaming. Dip into the well of this day spring. Horizon surprising, my sanctuary asylum. In the metropolis with emergency sirens. Defiance, check if you hear us now. Verizon, temperature and tides rising. Hustle fantasizing, like my therapist analyzing.
Perhaps not even move on.
Woo!
Walking down the street, arm in arm. Walking down the street.
All right, man, and thank y'all for tuning in. Again, this is the DagogetaTv. Listen, man, I really enjoyed. There's more, there's more music on the project. We just like to highlight 5 of them, get you tuned in, get you familiar, and get you, drawn into the whole entire project. So again, this is the Chop House. My guy Wade Wilson, I'm gonna give you the floor. How you wanna close it out? Tell them your medias, whoever you wanna give some light to. Let them know what you have coming up or to look forward to.
Oh yeah, so Wade Wilson, you can find me on Twitter, Wade Wilson World, Wade Tech on Instagram, Wade Tech 13 on TikTok if you into that. My music is pretty much on every platform. Like it's on Bandcamp, WadeWilson.bandcamp.com. You can catch it on. Just look up Wade Wilson Chop House on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, whatever you use, you can find it there. First, I want to give a big shout out to Kizza G for running this one out. This is like how it's blowing up. Shout out to Crew Double L's. Shout out Deme D, Lex Christ. Shout out to my whole crew, Brooklyn, Jersey, everybody that's out there that like ran it down on and supported on this. And DJ been working too for helping me with the cuts and the mix on this joint.
A lot of good cuts.
Yeah, I mean, I love all different types of music, so I splice it all in a little bit, and he helped me bring it to life, you know what I'm saying? And, of course I got to shout out the fam everywhere, like No Dice, my crew, it's blood, you know what I'm saying? So that's all my peoples, you know what I mean?
No doubt. So there you have it, hip-hop. This is where hip-hop lives. Subscribe, share, comment, like, all that good stuff, man. This is the DagogetaTv. I'm Deme D, and we out.
You